Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Walgreens exclusive Clone Trooper Lieutenant from the Star Wars Black Series. Now, before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's free and it really helps out the channel. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy's packaging. Now, as you can see here, it's the new style Black Series packaging. Nice big window here on the front to show off the figure, and then really cool image of the character here on the side. Then, of course, when you flip it around onto the back, the same image is repeated again, as well as a brief description. And if you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and just pause the video. So overall, pretty standard stuff, so let's go ahead and get back to the figure itself here. Now, this clone stands at about 6 inches tall. So he's right in scale with all of your other Black Series figures, and he does come with 2 accessories. The first one here is his blaster rifle. This is an accessory we've seen before, obviously. No paintwork or anything on there, but it is nicely detailed, and it does fit in the figure's hands well, so not too many complaints there. Of course, I'd always like to see some weathering, but I'm not going to complain too much about it. The second accessory, again, is one that we've seen before. Nicely detailed on there. One thing to note on there, there is actually some paintwork on there though, which is great. I love seeing that. Just a little bit on there to, make the, blaster stand out a little bit more, which I think is pretty cool. So as far as the figure itself goes, this is a figure that we've seen repainted several times, but we'll go ahead and run through the articulation as always. So he's got a ball peg in the head and then a hinge in the neck. Now, the ball peg is fairly limited in its range of motion, so it's going to end up being basically just the swivel, and then the hinge in the neck does pretty much all of the articulation that I think you'll need out of this figure. He's got ball hinge shoulders. Not a great range of motion on that. They do swivel at 360 though. He has a bicep swivel and double jointed elbows. You get about 90 degrees out of his elbows there. Then he's got hinged wrists. Let's see if I can actually get it to go on camera. And as you can see there, nice range of motion. There is a swivel in there. On this side, the hinge runs this way through the hand. And then on this side, the hinge runs vertically through the hand this way, as you can see there. He does have what feels like it could be either a double or single ball peg here in the torso. Nice range of motion there, enough to get all of your poses done. He does have T-jointed hips with a decent range of motion there out to the side, and pretty decent forward there. I think enough to get the job done. He does have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees with an excellent range of motion on there, and then he's got hinged ankles with an ankle rocker. So overall, it's the same old Clone Trooper figure that we've seen, a million times at this point. It does have its problems. The articulation is limited in a lot of areas, and I think the articulation is getting a little bit dated at this point, but I do really like the way this clone body looks, and we have finally got the Lieutenant in the blue paint job, finally after all this time. So I am glad to, have this in the lineup, and I am glad that they actually kept it on the original body. I think if they had switched to the new body, this guy would have, stood out like a sore thumb, and I'm not sure that would have looked good in all of our displays. So overall, it's, an average Clone Trooper figure, but one I think that we've needed for a long time. So I do recommend picking it up if you're interested in completing the lineup of Phase 1 Clone Trooper. So if you have any comments or questions, please throw them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.